everyone, it's Laura from Laura's Handcrafted Treats and Treasures. Welcome to or back to my channel. Well, I have a little project here today I've been wanting to get done. I've been a little quiet on my channel because I have been gone. I had got home, I left on December 7th, didn't get home till December 14th, had other things that had to be done, and I was just itching to get back in my craft room. So I'm also working on a journal, but I've really wanted to get this done. It came out beautiful. I just absolutely love it. And I'm going to show you how to make it. So first of all, before we get going, I just wanted to say thank you to all who have come and subscribed to my channel. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate your comments. I appreciate your likes. And if you're new here, I just want to say welcome. I don't post often, but I do at least try to get in here at some point. Sometimes it'll be fast and furious, and sometimes it won't be anything for a while, only because I just have other obligations that have to be done. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started with this project. Come on along. So let's get started. All right, we're going to start out with a piece of wood that measures 6.5 by 7 3/4. I got this from my husband's garage. Luckily, he works with wood, and I get to have all of his scrap pieces. And this is one I went and had him cut for me to those measurements, although I can cut it myself. I had him cut that for me, and then I just prepped it. So the first thing I did was I used this Waverly wax. It's almost like a stain. It works almost like a stain. And I just got it from Walmart, and I went ahead and stained up the back and the front. So you just put a little bit on, and then you take your paper towel or your cloth or whatever you have to remove the rest, and you get this nice stain effect. Then I went ahead and put on Mod Podge just on the front. So I put it on there and let it dry. This is a fantastic way to do decoupage. I've tried it. I love it. I probably will never go back to doing wet and sloppy. I also got the pieces and have stained them as well. And where I got those was from my local Dollar Tree. Now, as you can see, there were extra pieces I didn't use. I've only used Joseph, Mary, Baby Jesus, and the manger. And then I used the same technique with the wax, got them all stained up. Joseph got an extra coat because I did the wrong side. But there's no need to do the back. So we're going to move those aside. And then this piece came from Carolyn's Musings. This is on her Ko-fi shop, and I will have the link listed down below. And it was the little golden book Nativity. Now, she did this for Vanessa to make, it's the size of a little golden book. So I had to go over there and grab it because I have lots of little golden books. If you've watched my channel at all, you know that I've done little golden books in a very different style than Vanessa. But I will link a series of the books. I think I have a process of 1, 2, and 3. But I definitely want to use this paper for that as well. But in the meantime, I just cut the paper down to about 6 1/4. It's a little bit less. It's almost 6 1/8, maybe 6 3/16 it looks like. And then by 7 and let's see, that'd be 1/8, 3/8. So let's say 1, 3, 5, and 7/16 it could be, but anywhere around there. I kind of just took my measurements from the board. So that's why I say you can maybe use a different size. Or did I say that? So yeah, you could use chipboard. You could use poster board. You could probably use a 5x7 canvas. If you used a 5x7, let's see, would that fit? You might just have to cut it down a little bit more, maybe some off the bottom. Anyhow, this is the size that I have that I'm going to be working with. So I already have my Mod Podge on there, and I'm going to lay my sheet, Oh Holy Night. I'm going to lay this down. Now, the idea this came from. I don't know the designer, but I saw it on Pinterest, you know, as we all flip through Pinterest every now and then. And I saw it on Pinterest and I was like, oh, that is so pretty. And I know where to get these. I've picked up extra. So I'm going to go ahead and really get it right where I want it. And I'm going to go ahead and take my parchment paper. You don't want to use wax paper because the little heating device that we're going to use will melt the paper, the wax. You don't want that. You want parchment or a butcher paper. Nothing with wax on it. So I'm going to be using my HTV RONT. It's like a Cricut little mini, but you can get these at Walmart. And I have it on the lowest setting. And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to start to put a little bit of pressure. But I'm basically constituting that glue. I'm reheating that glue. I'm getting it going again so that it will stick to the back of my paper. So this might take a minute because I am using a 110-pound white cardstock. I get it from, it's Pen and Gear, and I get it from Walmart. And then, of course, I printed out the graphic on it. And let's see, it's starting. Yep, it's getting a good stick on there. So I'm just going to go over this a few more times and make sure I have it exactly the way I want it. Okay, so this is all on. I've gone around. I just kind of take my fingernail and yes, it is glued on there. Perfect. I love this method. It's quick and easy. Just put your good coat of Mod Podge on there, let it dry, and then you can heat it back up to get your project. And great for napkins. Yeah, this is the way to go. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and take my manger. I did try to get the Wise Men on here, but it just looked way too crowded and it really wasn't the original one that I saw. So I opted just to do the actual manger scene. So I'm just going to try to get that centered. And then we're going to go ahead and glue our pieces on. Now you can use wood glue. Wood glue is fine, or you can use your glue gun. Your glue gun, if this gets like in a heated area, sometimes your glue gun will come up. Sometimes your glue gun will look globby and you won't be able to press that down. So I think I am going to opt at least to get this piece down for my wood glue. So I was going to use my wood glue, but I can't seem to get it unclogged. The only thing I hate about buying too big of a tubes, they get clogged. So I've decided to use E6000. Now, obviously this takes a little bit longer to dry, but we're just going to put some on there. And then I'll just use my heat to set it, to get it down there quicker, but the wood glue will, or I'm sorry, the E6000 will give it a more permanent hold. Or the wood glue. I usually get the Dollar Tree wood glue. It's a super glue wood glue, and I really love it. It works so good. And let's see, I'm not sure my glue gun's heated up quite yet. Yep, enough. I'll put a dot there, and it will just seal, it'll hold it down there enough for me to get it where I want it, and let that E6000 take hold. All right, where do we want it? Right about there. Okay, that looks good. And then before I put Mary and Joseph on, I'm gonna put baby Jesus in the middle. Now Mary is on this side because she's looking at baby Jesus. And then Joseph on this side. Not that Joseph's not important, but okay, so I'm gonna sort of see where I want them, and I'm gonna go ahead and put this one down first, and I think I'm just gonna go ahead and use the wood glue, or I don't know what I'm using today, glue gun. I think they make glue especially for wood in the glue guns. I think I've seen it before. This is just for me. This is going in my house. if I make them to sell for a craft show, I will make sure it has better glue on it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put a little bit of glue here and up here because that's where Mary is gonna sit. And I'm gonna make sure that she's sitting in so we're not seeing any of that. So let's see, where does she sit? Yeah, I can put her on pretty much the bottom. And then just a little bit up this way. Another thing with wood glue though, if I did, or glue gun, if I did mess it up, I could heat it up. I could take my heat gun and heat it up and get that back off there. So we're gonna do the same thing here. A little glue here, a little glue up here, and we'll place Joseph. I thought about making this a different color, but I really liked the whole little silhouette. This is how I had seen it. You know, you get the picture, and so I just kept it that way. Now, another thing I wanted to do is, I don't know if I want to put glue. I kind of wanted to, or twine here and wrap it. I'm kind of deciding, so that I just have like a couple different layers. Or if I just want to put it across. I think I actually like the triple layers, but it looks like I got a couple different lengths here, so I'm going to start again. And I think I'm going to put right across where the cradle hits the bottom here. I think I want to line that up first, so that I can cover that seam. And then I have to decide, maybe if I did it like this, when I come back around, I could put a little bow and glue that down, and then maybe do a little bow right here. Let's see if I'm gonna like that. I'm not a big bow person sometimes. No, I'm not gonna like that. I won't like it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that done. I will wrap that around. I think I like the triple wrap, so I'm gonna do that. Okay, so I have a couple of little sprigs here that I want to put on the top, and I'm just going to glue them. I've got one for each side, so I'm gonna just glue them in the middle. And then if I have to go back and glue up underneath here, I will, if it doesn't really lay nice, but I've kind of shaped them and grabbed shapes from the ones I had to lay nice. So I think I'm just going to put a little bit more under here. Okay, and then we'll put this one over here. Hold that for a second and let that set. Okay, and now I have this bow just out of my stash, and I'm gonna glue that in sort of right in here. I don't want to cover up the Holy Night, so I'm gonna try to finagle it enough where I'm not covering that up, but I don't want it to lay so that you can see the inside of the bow while it's down. So I want to sort of face it this way. Okay, I get it. There we go. Oh, need to hold it just a little bit longer. And then I can finagle these, put a little bit more glue if they're not cooperating. And then I'm gonna fluff these out so that they're facing out. And this might need a little bit more glue right there. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And then I will be done. And I'll show you a couple different ways you can display it. So thanks for joining me. I hope you found this fun. I hope you can still find the little nativity set that I got at the Dollar Tree. I hope you can find yourself some wood or whatever would work for you. And I hope you try this project. I love it, and I'm going to put it up in my Christmas decorations. So thanks everyone for joining me. Have a great day. Bye.